What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, so whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on all the YouTube channels. All right, I'm talking this one right here, King Hussle. King Hussle X1M, no rags, just riches. King Hussle Crazy Reactions, the Hussle Family, turn motivation into means, dog pounders out of pups, goosebumps horror stories, sleeping with the rain, Milwaukee made King Hussle, King Hussle 2.0, King Hussle Live. Yeah, I think that's all of them right there. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is hit the title on every video. Once you hit the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or a video. Make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, all right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What it do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, my real Hussle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems. We are back at it again with the sauce. Y'all know I'm back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a what? A boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your pen, get your notepad, and let's get to these gems, because y'all know I always drop some information that's going to always help you win. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about a place called First Capital Business Finance. All right, they're giving out them bad credit loans, no documentations, bad 500 credit minimum credit score, $50,000 new small startup business loans. All right, so a lot of people are in the business of starting to get business funds, business finance, starting to get into the the entrepreneur world. Everybody want to become businessmen or women. A lot of people are tired of working 9-to-5 jobs. A lot of people are tired of waiting for that same old check that just ain't cutting it. A lot of people are ready to enter the world of entrepreneurship. Now, understand this, for all my people that are looking or willing or ready to enter the world of entrepreneurship, understand this. The hard work that you put in at that job is going to triple. You're going to have to put in triple the amount of work for yourself for your own business. So if you working 9-to-5, you're going to be working from 6 to 6. That means you're going to be working all day, every day, nonstop, building your brand, your platform, and your business. All right, so a lot of people don't have that will and that want and that drive to do that. And they try to start businesses and they might quit their job and it doesn't work for them. So when it comes to starting businesses, when it comes to finding ways to make money passively, you got to figure out and do the things that works best for you. Everything is not meant for everybody. Everybody's life is not the same. Everybody's situation is not the same. So you might be somebody that's good at being able to make YouTube videos all day. You might be somebody that's good at selling clothes. You might be somebody that's good at teaching credit. You might be somebody that's good at doing something else. Everybody has their own niche. Everybody has their own power. Everybody has their own specialty. So you got to stick to what works best for you. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with. A lot of people don't know what works best for them. So you got to ask yourself, what are you good at? What can you do? What are you willing to do? And that's where it all starts at. So the number one passive income job or thing to do on this earth right now, in this age, in this day, is YouTube. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you don't start making, it's hard to get subscribers, it's hard to get views, you don't start getting paid automatically, which is 50% true, because it's all about the position that you put yourself in. You can easily go get a job at McDonald's, Burger King, anywhere. Get a job anywhere. You get a job. Now you're making money. While you're making money, start your YouTube channel or two. Figure out what you want to do. Do you want to do rain channels, horror story channels? Do you want to do reaction videos? What do you want to do? Start posting on those two channels all day, every day. Don't worry about the subscribers. Don't worry about the views. Just worry about the content. Now, it's a lot of people out there to see everybody on YouTube and see so many people on YouTube doing these channels. And it's a lot of people out there that have channels that they are inspired by, meaning they wish they had what that person had, that backdrop, that whatever, that set up to talk about or do the exact same thing that that person is doing. They're entertained and intrigued by that person and their content, and they want to do the exact same thing, but they don't have the exact same thing. And a lot of people don't gotta realize Don't worry about what the next person has and what the next person is doing. Do it in your own way. Do what works best for you, because you never know. YouTube, the YouTube world likes raw, uncut, and organic. So y'all don't want to see nobody fake. That's why I present myself the way I present myself. I'm not finna be going out here meeting people at car lots and doing all this. No, I don't have time for that, because I own a production company. I own businesses, which means I sit at a chair all day and I go do certain things all day that I just don't have time for that. But I'm helping people on a daily basis get approved for loans, get approved for auto loans, get cars, credit cards, lines of credit, establish their business. I'm helping people on a daily basis do these things. But y'all gotta understand, some people might have people that can walk around with them all day with a camera. I don't have that. I got myself. So the way I present myself is going to be raw, uncut, and let y'all know that if I can do it, y'all can do it too. Because I'm just as regular as y'all. I'm just somebody who actually wants to make something happen. I'm somebody that's driving towards for success. I'm somebody that's motivated and dedicated to create generational wealth and financial freedom for myself and for my family. So that's why, like I told y'all, first video I was homeless. This video right now, I'm on the top floor. I'm in $1 million home, $250,000 worth of jewelry, teaching y'all how to change your life the same way that I changed my life. Cause like I said, I was a drug dealer. I was driving around all day, smoking weed, making videos, up early in the morning. I was that person. Now I own businesses. Now I'm somebody that's positive. Now I'm teaching credit. Now I'm helping people change their life and their family life and create generational wealth and financial freedom. I changed my whole life around, got my credit together, whole 360. And I'm trying to show people that if I can do it, y'all can do it too. You don't got to worry about that backdrop that you ain't got. You ain't got to worry about that camera that you ain't got. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Just put out your content, put out organic, real content that's going to entertain people, and you will be A-okay. Because as much as you put it out, as long as you keep putting it out, it's going to build and it's going to grow. And you're going to start getting subscribers, you're going to start getting views, and then you're going to start being able to get monetized, and you're going to start making money. You got to give yourself an opportunity to make something happen. It don't matter how long it takes. Long as you're doing it, it's going to get there. People be like, oh, it takes too long to start making money. It could take one video. It could take 100 videos. One video can go viral on YouTube, and now you got 1,000 subscribers, 3,000 watch time hours, and now you're starting to get monetized. You can get 5,000 subscribers off one video. You can start building. That's how it goes. Just push out the content. Give yourself an opportunity to be able to do these things, and I promise you, it'll work. So for all my people out there that's tired of that job they're going to, teaching and all that, make it make sense. If you're a teacher, go make YouTube content and help these kids on with that homework that our parents be having problems with. If you're a truck driver, go make truck driving videos. Go make some content. Go entertain somebody on what you're doing, because there's somebody out there, there's many people out there that wants to get into the lane that you're doing. They want to learn. And if you're somebody that's trying to get out of that lane, just teach them all the ins and the outs and the outs and the ins, and you'll be successful. You ain't got to show your face. You can video when you first go on YouTube and you see these videos, you see Korean street food, you see exotic animals being cooked, you see all these overseas food channels and stuff like that getting millions of views. Okay, make it make sense. Start reacting to those. Start getting those exact same channels and or videos and posting them on your own, because we all know you outsource any and everything that you want for YouTube. Everything. Fiverr. Finding people who can do it. Has these videos and has this content that you need to succeed and win in life. Alright, so putting yourself in a position to make money is the way to go, and YouTube is the guaranteed easiest way to start making passive income. Building your platform, building your social media presence, and then dragging them from YouTube to Instagram to Snapchat to TikTok to all these, to Discord to Patreon to Twitch. Now you got a fan base on all these different platforms that's generating you all this money, and now all these people know you. So now when you go outside, they know you from what you do and what you talk about, and that's how you do it. You got people who living in their cars. You got people that's homeless that's making videos, that's making money, that's changing their lives. So please stop with the excuses, because YouTube will set you free. YouTube will get you where you need to be, and YouTube will change your life. So that's the #1 passive income job in the world right now. Because if you start now, by the time you finish, you'll be somewhere ahead, far, and all that. And people don't be understanding that. You just gotta Put yourself in these positions to make it happen. All right, so make sure you guys are tapping in with these YouTube, and if anybody need help with their YouTube channels, I got you. For $250, I create your channel in 2 videos. For $500, I create your channel in 5 videos. And for $1,000, I create your channel in 10 to 12 videos. And then I will teach you how to make the videos on your own. So once I do create it, y'all can go out and make them on your own and continue the process. I help my people out. Ain't nobody doing what I do. Ain't nobody out here teaching credit, doing music, owning businesses, talking about cybersecurity too, empowering the people, motivating the people to do better. Nobody doing what I'm doing. I'm the originator of this. I'm the one who started all this on YouTube. I'm the one who started talking about fraud, scam, hacking, cybersecurity, all this on YouTube, and it translated over to credit. Why? Because credit is the number one money game in the world. And if everybody want to get rich, everybody trying to figure out a way to get money, well, let's learn how to do it the right way, off credit, because they didn't teach us this in school. And if they did, it'd be more successful people out here in this world, and the world would be a better place. So let's get to it. So a lot of people want to become successful entrepreneurs and self-made millionaires. A lot of people want to make it happen. A lot of people want to get the bag. So you got to understand this. You got personal credit and you got business credit. Personal credit, everything on the personal side is for emergency purposes only. You're not going to get $50,000 personal loans to go invest into a business. You're not going to get a $50,000 personal loan to go buy clothes and buy a car. No, you're doing all this for emergency purposes only. That's why people... No, in the real world, people who understand credit does not use nothing but personal credit. Everything is utilized on the business credit, because business credit is a new entity, which means you can build and create a new entity as many times as you want without having to utilize your personal credit, and your personal credit won't be affected. That's the greatness of business credit, and that's where people are not realizing that, okay, I don't even have to use my personal credit towards my business credit. I can start this business, build this business up, get it established, and that's all you're doing is getting a business address, a business number, getting it with the Better Business Bureau, getting a business number, just getting it established the right way, getting it done in Bradstreet, tracking your business credit, getting net 30s. These are business trade lines that's going to build your paydex score, because you need at least an 80 or better to start getting major funding and building your paydex score. This is what's going to help you get the cars, the Lamborghinis, the Mercedeses. Building these business trade lines. Once you build those business trade lines, you're going to look up and be like, man, it's only been 2 weeks. Because everybody's situation is different. Everybody's finances is different. You might be somebody that got some money and it might take you a couple of days. You might be somebody that's working a 9-to-5 job and it might take you 2 to 3 months. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody is not able to go pay $2,500 for a trade line. Everybody's not able to pay $1,000, $5,000 for trade line packages. Everybody's not able to do that. So when it comes to building credit, you got to understand it costs money to buy these things, to buy these trade lines, to add these things. And everybody can't afford that at the time. So everybody's credit journey is different. Understanding this, making money is not hard. There's a lot of people out here that are self-made entrepreneurs that does not have a legitimate structured business. You got a lot of immigrants out here that's self-employed, that's working on houses, working on cars, landscaping, doing this, that does not have a structured business. Because they're immigrants. They can't get a structured business. They're illegal. So, people got to understand, it's a lot of places out here in this world that will give you the bag with bad credit. Money is the number one thing in the world. If you make enough money, if you can manage money, people will lend you money. You got to think about it in the street terms. If you know somebody that's always borrowing money and don't never pay the people back their money, and then they come to you, what you gonna do? Say, nah, I can't lend you no money because your track record is not good. You didn't lent money from that person, that person, that person. I don't care if it was $20 and you never paid them back, and now you come to me for $50. You think I'm gonna lend you that? No. So when you go to banks and they say, okay, you got $4,000 in debt, you only make $4,000 a month before taxes, and you trying to get a $50,000 loan, $25,000 loan. No. You're not showing on this credit profile right here that is meant and built for us to see and track how good you are with managing money. So if it comes to you needing to borrow some money, be lent some money, we can see how good you are with it, and we can do it, lend you that money. You're not showing that. See, a lot of people, we wasn't taught credit. We wasn't taught business in life. Nobody went to school and had a credit class. So they didn't teach us that having the more debt that you have on your credit report that you can manage and handle is what's going to get you approved for loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. Not having any debt on your credit report is not what these lenders, these banks, and these groups want to see. A lot of people get trade lines, primary accounts, might get a credit card, might get a loan, might get a car, things like that on the personal side, pay it off, and it might improve their credit score. But that debt is now gone. Banks, lenders, and groups don't care about what you did then. They care about what you're doing now. So just because you paid that off and you got you a nice little decent credit score right now, doesn't mean you're going to get approved. A lot of people got that misconstrued too, that, okay, I'm going to get this trade line, I'm going to get this car and I'm going to pay it off. Now I got a good credit score. Now I can do whatever that I want to do with my credit score, get loans, credit cards, lines of credit, get funded for every month. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. It works on what you got going on right now. So you paid off that trade line, cool, okay. So now you gotta go get more trade lines. If you feel like you finna get some type of funding, you need to add more debt to your credit to show them that right now you can pay off this large amount of debt and you've been making payments on time and you got the age on your credit report is 15 years. So for 15 years you've been making good payments on all your any primary trade lines or any account that you had on your credit report. That's how they look at it. That's how they determine if you're going to get any loan or credit card or line of credit. So you got people out there that were disputing every account off their credit report, getting their debt down to zero. Now you got no debt, now you got no age, and now you got no payment history. Now you literally just started your whole credit report over as if you were an 18-year-old starting your credit journey. Now you got to rebuild your whole credit profile. You don't got 5,000 to get the trade line, primary trade line packages, because you know you need the 5 primary trade lines: line of credit, primary trade line, revolving, auto, and mortgage. The average American don't got that. See, that's what I be saying. Like, everybody want to leave that debt on there because you got good debt and you got bad debt. The bad debt that you're not paying on, the good debt that you are paying on. You got 3 FICOs: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Each FICO reports different debt, but it's all calculated into one overall debt. So when you add trade lines, primary credit builder accounts, and all that, that debt is adding to that one overall debt. And now that you're making payments on this one debt, you now have good payment history and you now have the age too, because you kept those accounts on your credit report. That's how you the credit finesse the right way. But no, y'all want to. Nobody likes debt. See, I was almost that person. I was always almost that person saying, oh, "Let me get my debt down. Let me get it down so I don't owe nobody." Then I started doing my research and I started learning. I started networking with people, and I started. Oh, so that's how rich get rich. They get as much debt as possible. They make payments on it. They get loans. They get trust funds. They file bankruptcy. They put money in the trust fund and they do it all over again. Because when you file bankruptcy, they are reporting the wrong furniture, because credit bureaus don't file bankruptcies. The courts do. The credit bureaus got to go buy the accounts from LexisNexis and Sage and all that type of stuff like that. Pacer and all that. And when they buy it, the reporter, when they report the account, it's the wrong furniture. And we all know that inaccurate information being reported on your credit report is grounds for dispute and removal. That's how the rich gets rich and why the poor stays poor. Nobody ever told you that. Nobody ever told me that. Nobody ever told us that at all. Nobody ever told us you got 3 FICOs, you got 3 credit scores. We all go under the impression that you got a credit score, which is one number. Then we start saying you got 3 FICOs, you got TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Nobody told us this. Nobody told us how to manage money. Nobody told us the right way to live life. They teach us all this information about historians and all this history and all this, but they don't teach us what really matters. How to start a business, how to stay successful, how to work our credit, how to utilize this information that they're giving us in the real world that will benefit us to become successful. What information that you're teaching me now, what can I do with this? What job can I get? How can this make me some money? And then you got people that pay attention in this class, and then they go to YouTube and they start talking about everything that they learn. You got people that's intrigued and they get views, subscribers, and now they start making money. Because they utilize their brain and said, you know what, nobody taught me, so let me figure it out on my own. Let me do my own research. And I know so much about so much that I learned. Let me just put it out there in the universe. So when it comes to getting funding, getting money for your business, getting money, period, on the business side, they don't care about no credit score. They care about the moolah, the manyan, the money. Are you making money? Do you have a good business blueprint? Do you have a good outlook on, what's going on? So, First Capital Business Finance. All right, they are giving unsecured business loans up to $100,000. $50,000 is easy to get. So they got 4 to 12 month terms. So you got to be in business for at least 4 months time in business. The minimum credit score that you need is 500 credit score. All right, minimum of $8,000 in revenue a month. All right, so a lot of people like, man, you need to make. I don't make that much. Okay, if you. Let's be real out here. Let's be 100% real out here. Everybody got to hustle. All y'all either got a hustle or a job. And if you don't, that's a personal problem. Everybody who watching this, do something to make some money. $8,000, right? So if you need $8,000 to get you $100,000, use your brain. Do you got a friend? Do you got a girlfriend? Do you got somebody that's doing something that y'all can come together and you deposit $4,000 and I deposit $4,000 into this bank account for the next 4 months to 6 months? That's gonna get us $50,000 a piece that we can invest into something that's gonna make us more money and grow our business and grow our finances. So when people be hearing like, I don't make that much money, I don't make that much, y'all gotta start believing in yourself. Y'all gotta stop having these broke mentalities. Get motivated. Anybody can make $8,000 a month. Anybody can make $10,000 a month. Anybody can make it happen. It's just about all the resources that you got and that you're utilizing. Because if you're not utilizing the right resources and the information that you need, you will never succeed. So like I said, the qualifications for this loan is 4 to 12 months time in business, 500 minimum credit score, minimum of $8,000 monthly gross revenue, available in all 50 states, no collateral required, no assets required, no real estate required, loan amounts from $5,000 to $2 million, terms ranging from 3 months to 24 months, no restrictions on use of proceeds. You can now see the qualifications for these loans are very simple and are tailored to expedite the process, so the business owner has the ability to get the working capital in the fastest possible way. There are 2 different types of unsecured business loans that they offer, and their qualifications are very similar. They have a ACH merchant cash advance program, and they also have a traditional merchant cash advance program. All right, so they got different programs. They working with bad credit. You get up to $2 million. The lowest amount you can get is $5,000. $50,000. You got more buddies. Just depositing money into y'all business. Clothing brand. You got a clothing brand. Have all your buddies deposit at least $5,000 into that clothing brand. See, most of the time when people start business, they start the business first. Then they start generating, building it. Then they get the LLC and everything. And they start getting funding, so they're already in motion to making stuff happen. All right, so First Capital Business Finance. All right, the website is firstcapitalbusinessfinance.com. Go check them out. They're giving bad credit, business loans, startup loans up to $100,000, 500 minimum credit score. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Go get the bag. Go get funding and start your new journey when it comes to business. All right, so First Capital Business Finance.com is the website. Go check them out and go get approved. Shout out to all my Real King Hussle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, because without y'all, there would be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only. I'm doing it for $350. Yes, $350. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $350 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right? No screenshot, no reply, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure y'all tapping in, getting y'all into the crypto tour, the in-person limited gems, $6,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money will be in person. Meet me out here in Texas. Also, make sure y'all tap into the Telegram Millionaire Network. Still look for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, and women, and content curators. We're going to do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, travel, networking, making money. Make sure you go tap into my clothing brand, Hussle Department. That's Hussle Department of French. Dropping joggers, apparel, and kids apparel real soon. Make sure you go tap into my horror story channel, Goosebumps Horror Stories. Make sure you go tap into my blog channels, No Rags, Just Riches, King Hussle 2.0, Milwaukee Made, King Hussle, and King Hussle Live. Make sure you go follow my reaction channel, King Hussle Crazy Reactions. We turn it up, and going crazy over there. Make sure you go follow my music channel, King Hussle X1M. Just dropped a new mixtape, Hustle and Flow, and a new single, Miss Coleman. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, run them views, comments, and them likes up. And just make sure y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all stay subscribed, man. Make sure y'all stay ready to make this money. Make sure y'all ready to open up your eyes, and it's time for y'all to step outside the box and turn around and look at what's really going on out here in the world. Because once you do that, your whole outlook will change, your whole mind frame will change, the way you start thinking and making money will change, and you will change everything. All right, so make sure y'all tapping in, ready to win. It's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.